You often get faster results, and it's much less invasive for the individual who's having to actually provide the sample.
With no swabbing deep into your nasal passages, saliva testing for COVID-19 is a little easier on the consumer.
It's just simply a tube that they spit into, and then the saliva is preserved and then can be tested or saved for future testing.
Soft Cell Laboratories in St. George intended to operate as a chronic disease testing facility, but then COVID-19 took over as they planned to open their doors.
We started doing saliva testing at the end of April 2020.
Using emergency use authorized tests, Soft Cell has submitted for authorization from the FDA, but says they've yet to receive a response.
Because we're using Thermo Fisher's assay that has the emergency use authorization, it looks for 3 targets on the RNA of the virus. And because we're looking for 3 different targets and at least 2 targets have to come up, the test by itself confirms that the virus is there.
The lab doesn't take walk-ins. They require physician referral in order to get a saliva test, word that's spread well beyond Utah.
We get them from Oregon, Washington, Texas, New York, basically anywhere in the nation.
It's quite often here that people will get their results on the same day that they submit their sample.
With the recent authorization of a new method of saliva sample processing from the Yale School of Public Health, there are now 5 approved saliva tests from the FDA, some that have been in use for months. So why isn't it available statewide in Utah?
It's not uncommon for a new test to come online and for it to take a little bit longer to get to market, just because you've got to go through the process of getting emergency use authorization.
As more and more testing options become available, it appears saliva testing could be rolled out soon with a backing from the Utah Department of Health.
School starting and with flu season taking hold, we want to make sure that we're able to test as many people as we possibly can and get those results back as quickly as we can.
Brian Schnee, Fox 13 News, Utah.